Mission Impossible 7 is a film that has generated a lot of discussion and debate among critics and audiences alike. While the film has been praised for its impressive action sequences and Tom Cruise's performance, it also delivers some of the most thrilling and visually stunning action sequences in the franchise's history. On the other hand, it has also been criticized for its convoluted story, lack of character development, and unrealistic stunts. I will give a more deep dive here. First, let's start with the production. Filming for the film began in February 2020 and officially wrapped in April 2023, spanning 38 months. During this period, there were 7 stoppages, 4 reschedules, and a lot of negative news, such as challenges, including delays in filming and crew changes. While filming in Italy, 19 people on set tested positive for COVID-19. Later, when filming moved to the UK, Tom Cruise spent £500,000 of his own money to buy an old cruise ship as a quarantine location, repeatedly building scenes and frequent changes. The location resulted in huge costs, and the inherent difficulty of filming the movie also doomed the cost to be high. Previously, the longest film in the series was Mission Impossible 6 at 147 minutes. Not only is the duration of this episode longer, but it is also only the first half of a complete story. The complexity of this story exceeds that of every previous installment. This is also the first time that the series has been shot entirely with a digital camera. The previous 6 films were shot on 35mm film. As an actor, Tom Cruise is known for performing his own stunts in every film without using a stunt double. Take Mission Impossible 7 Inches, for example. In the climax of the film, there is a scene where Tom Cruise jumps off a 3,000-meter cliff on a motorcycle. In order to ensure the filming effect, Tom Cruise spent a year doing basic training and practiced skydiving more than 500 times. To train for the motorcycle stunts, the crew specially built an off-road motorcycle track for Tom Cruise, where he practiced motorcycle jumping more than 13,000 times. When it came time for the actual filming on that cliff, due to the considerable curvature of the bowl-shaped cliff, Tom Cruise risked his life both physically and technically, and the crew was on their hooks. And because he was not satisfied with the effect of the first shot, he jumped from the 3,000-meter altitude a total of 6 times. As for the famous cliff jumping scene in that film, the building materials for the motorcycle runway were all transported to the cliff by helicopter, and the construction cost alone was a huge expense. In an era when the entire industry is abusing green screens and CGI in order to bring the audience a real and shocking experience, there's no one else in Hollywood or even the global film industry who is as dedicated and committed as Tom Cruise. Start watching Mission Impossible 7 in the first 10 minutes. We'll grab you tight. The scene is super suspenseful, like a game of tug-of-war that keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's everything you love about the series. Cool spies, exciting moments, and a bad guy who's really tough. We meet the entity, someone who's both powerful and scary, and you know things are about to get wild. As the classic theme music ends, the film immediately creates thrilling scenes that dazzle the audience. From Ethan Hunt's escape from the airport and the essential long-distance chase in every film, to the dangerous car chase on the streets of Rome, to the motorcycle skydiving from a high cliff, and then to the escape from the falling train carriage, the climaxes continue one after another, constantly challenging the audience's limits of excitement. The action keeps coming fast and furious. The fight in the narrow Venice alley is super intense and brutal, with tons of quick moves that make it one of the best action scenes of the year. And the final fight between Ethan and Gabriel on the train roof is amazing. It's really well planned and will get your heart pounding for sure. It's even better than anything else in the movie. Tom Cruise spent a whole year getting ready for it, doing over 500 skydives and 13,000 motorcycle jumps. He had to film the scene 6 times to get it perfect. It's one of the craziest stunts ever filmed. Most of it is real. They only used computers to hide a special ramp he jumped off. Talk about intense. Although the era has come to 2023, and information technologies have developed to an unimaginable extent. And even the villain in the film has begun to use non-physical AI technology as an image. Mission Impossible 7 Inches still has some classic elements that run through the series. For example, the use of classic mask makeup, an In the information age where there are countless ways to verify identity, it seems a bit amusing to insist on using this old-school method. However, the film makes good use of this amusing sense, making this method not only effective and reasonable, but also contributing some laughs very efficiently. While maintaining the classic elements of the series, it also adds to the current work. It has been too long for this video, so that's all for now. In the next video, we'll be talking about the rest of Mission Impossible 7, with a special focus on the character of Ilsa Faust.